They're the forgotten element of football, the faces you rarely see, but your coaching staff is only as good as your support system. And fortunately for SIU football, their inspiration at home is pretty unmatched. A look at the life of a Saluki coach's wife.
For 5 months of football season, their husbands are married to their jobs.
Most coaches' wives are low maintenance. There's not a lot of, we're pretty independent. Easy to make friends. Usually your staff's a team, but the wives usually become some kind of a team.
It's a very difficult part of the profession. They have to sit up in the stands. They hear all the criticism of their husbands. And, just to be positive as often as they are, it really does take a special person to be married to a football coach.
Working women, moms, and cheerleaders, the Saluki wives aren't just special. They give new meaning to the term, stand by your man.
This lady was screaming, "That head coach needs to be kicked out. He's insane." And I slid over. It was a metal bench. I slid over and I said, "Actually, he's not insane. That's my husband and he's a really nice guy." And she was like my best friend for the rest of the game.
And while the sacrifices these women make sometimes go unnoticed, they are not unappreciated.
She's the better half of the two of us, so I'm not sure which half I am, but very supportive and real dedicated, just a great wife and a great mom. And
she puts up with me during football season, so that's a tough deal because I know my mind is on football and she understands that.
Luckily, the majority of the wives share the same passion for the game as the men in their lives.
She's had a vested interest in the program, and she asked about certain players and certain plays and certain parts of the game and what happened here, and sometimes I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you.
And while the average fan may think being married to a coach makes you privy to information, that's not always the case.
I think it's a disappointment sometimes for maybe some of the people that I work with that, they think I have like an inside scoop and I don't. I'm the last person to know.
But in the know or not, the life of a coach's wife, one these women have willingly accepted.
I think my favorite part of being with a coach is just everything that comes with it. The games, the camaraderie, all of the other wives. I think there's too many things to actually say.
A Saluki sorority of significant others that make up their husbands' better halves.
And now for today's Stumper, how many times has a Valley football coach won back-to-back Coach of the Year honors? Well, SIU coach Lennon became only the 6th coach today in Valley history to win back-to-back awards. Not bad for a guy that's been at the school just 2 seasons. A big part of that, of course, can be credited to his wife, Chris. The Lennons have been married nearly 30 years, and they're a great couple. Interestingly enough, they met in junior high. Chris told me that the minute she saw him, she knew that was the guy she was going to marry.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we'll have part 2 on the story coming up tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you, Kelly.